years ago, I founded the Love Angel Foundation, and the reasons behind it was to be able to educate and teach our children the power of giving and to pay it forward. And I really do feel that we do need to have this generational change, and I also believe that the giving culture needs to be a lot stronger. And I feel that starting with little children at the age of 4 upwards, they're like little sponges, and they are amazing little people. And of course, they've embraced the Love Angels. I mean, sitting with my grandchildren, I said, what can we do to make this work? What can we do to help this lovely friend, Mabuba, who is from Afghanistan, who has an orphanage called Hope House? And sitting around the table with the children, we decided to do little angels and colour them in. And so that's really how the Love Angels started. And Jazzy, my granddaughter, drew the logo at that stage, and the Love Angel Foundation was born. And there were schools from all over WA emailing to get the Love Angels so that they could colour them in at school. And I think the greatest thing is the teachings that we can give, and to teach the values to many of our children. I just feel that we're not as giving as we could be in this world today, and I truly do believe that, there's all the big people out there, and they're doing their thing, and they're giving or they're not giving in many cases. But I decided that it was the children. And the children are our future. So they're the ones that are going to grow up with this giving culture. And in the 5 and the 7-year-olds now, when they're 20, it'll just be so natural for them just to give. Let's say 10% of their salary from the day they start working. They might want to give to the RSPCA, they might want to give to an orphan around the world. So with the Love Angel Foundation, it is supporting widows and orphans around the world, but it's also teaching our children here in Australia how incredibly lucky they are. And there are children in Australia that aren't as lucky, and that we need to give to them as well. Children, I mean, we have children in Sri Lanka now that have been the victims of the tsunami that hit there a couple of years ago. We have Bali kids, of course. We have Afghanistan, war-torn. There's hardly a child, well, all the children that fill those orphanages. And there's 80,000 orphans in Kabul just alone. So, we are a small drop in the ocean, the Love Angels out there floating around, but we will be global, we will be national. This time next year we will be national, and it's the children that are doing it. It's a children's charity. So the little angels that the children colour in, and they go out and they sell them to their neighbours, 100% of that goes to the cause. And
can you read, just because that's what I really find important for me, that's why I like supporting you, is because I know the money's going to go where you say it. So can you, go a bit further with that 100% proceeds, and explain?
Well, the wonderful thing is, Chantal, we don't decide where the money goes, the children do. Oh. So they have the choice of the orphanages. It might be shoes for Afghanistan orphanage. It might be clothes or a teacher for Sri Lanka. And it might be medicines for Bali kids, for example. The children choose where that money goes, and 100% from the sale of their angel goes to the cause. Now 50% goes to the orphanage of their choice, and 50% will stay in Australia, where they can choose to give it to somebody that is disadvantaged in our community.